For everybody who's not prepared for total vulgarity, hold your horses. The poem is going to be on my phone, but I need a little introduction so you understand my section with the Policeman. So, many years ago, when I was single, my friend and I decided to go on Tinder. And we would flirt with all the men. Oh God, all those guys, the only thing that they wanted was like sex and dirty business and God knows what. So, what we did to greet all those men, we both invited 14 men to restaurant Amor. A bar in Amsterdam of my queer friend Tiana. Really good friend of mine. So, on Valentine's Day, like my friend and I decided to work in the bar. And all the men came, and we told them all to bring a certain flower, so we would recognize them by the flower, because we're bad at names. So they all came in, and from all of those men, there was one guy with I got in working, having shitloads of fun with my friend. It was so fucking funny. Like nobody showed up, and there was one guy who had long eyelashes and sorry, I don't know where he was from. He was Dutch. So, Jan was the first person that actually realized that this was a total scam, that we were just messing with all these poor men's brains. So he left, and I was like, fuck, he's actually really hot. And he looked at me in a way that I'm like, oh yeah, baby. So, fine, that happened. Then, many weeks later, one night, when I'm in my PJs, like my unicorn onesie, my doorbell rings. I open up, and there's the man from the restaurant with the long eyelashes and the lovely glance at me. And he's wearing a police uniform. Oh, fuck. And he's not even nice. He looks at me and he's like, Karen, what did you do? I want to see your laptop. I'm like, oh, God. So he checks my laptop, and of course he sees the messages, know that I did it, and he's really upset, and he just looks at me. You do realize that you're the woman of my dreams. I'm like, God, fuck yeah. So he leaves, because he has to work, of course, catch some bad guys and sexy stuff. So in that evening, I was fantasizing about Jan the Policeman, and I'm in my mind, I'm touching my lips. I don't know how you say that in English. I'm about to kiss Jan, and then I open my eyes, and in front of me is a guy with a balaclava. And if you don't know the word, it's a thing that burglars wear. And I'm fucking hell, what the fuck is this? So I grab my vacuum thing that my brother left there, because it's really normal. I always have a vacuum thing next to me, and I hit the guy over the fucking head, and he drops on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Oh my God, I'm shaking. And then I look, I'm like, I don't want to see his face. But what the fuck do I do with this guy? So I call my friend Tiamo, because he helps me with everything. And I said, Tiamo, I need your help. With what? I'm there for you, baby. I'm like, well, good. I'll explain it to you when you are here. So he comes over and he looks at the dead body and he's like, fucking hell. What did you do? I don't know. I was like, fucking shoot. I thought it was Jan, but it wasn't. And I hit him and he's dead. So he's like, I know what to do. Let's roll him up in an IKEA rug and we'll put him in your pink Twingo. Who has a pink Twingo? And then you've got to carry dead bodies. God, it could have been a black Mercedes or anything. But yeah, there we go, in a pink Twingo. IKEA's carpet with, we call him Ali the burglar, because we actually think it's the husband of the neighbor downstairs. We're actually pretty sure, but we didn't check. But he was missing after. So we go to restaurant more and more, and Tiama says, don't worry, I got this, baby. I'm like, fine, thank you, because I don't know what to do with that shit. So he puts him behind the wall, and he puts a new wall in front of it, and there it was, but it wasn't. So Jan and I are dating for quite some time, but during that time, Ali the burglar was haunting my room. So, of course, I wanted to make love to Jan, but I didn't want to take him to my room because there was this freaking dead burglar. Just being like, hi, Caroline. God. So, after a few months, it's really complicated, right? Jan's a police guy, and then you tell him you've murdered a guy, and he has to, put you in prison or something, but not in a nice way, cuff you up, but then you don't like it. So, I explained to him the reason why I didn't sleep with him, and I was so afraid. I was like, what am I going to do? And he looks at me and he's like, but, Caroline, the only thing I'm thinking is that I wanted to protect you. I wanted to be there for you, so this would never happen again. I won't put you in prison. I just want to make love to you. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. There we go. My phone. It starts really naughty, so you're going to learn so much. Jan is going to make love to me. After all his surrender and sweet words, there were only his eyes that made me forget about Ali. So I have to do the introduction. And the 2 dead birds. I also, like in real life, killed 2 birds in my bed. Yeah, sucks. The only thing I can think of was his lips softly caressing mine, whilst his big hands were going up and down my spine. He undid my bra in one single move, and God, there was nothing of which I would disapprove. Without kissing me on the lips, Jan started to caress and kiss my breast. Then he took hold of my wrist. Oh God, where are my breasts? He kissed me in my neck whilst softly pulling my hair and handcuffed me to my dining chair. He kneeled down and put his hands. Oh God, oh wait, oh, under. It's going to get so much worse. You can still leave. God. Okay. He handcuffed me to my dining chair. He kneeled down and put his hands under my upper leg and started to lick my wet vagina. And I started to beg. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my, it was now me who wanted to satisfy. But Jan wouldn't give me this chance, whilst I was longing for his big, hard lance. He took his hands from my leg and put 2 fingers in my vagina. I can show you how that works. But immediately found the spot and whispered in my ear, oh Carolina, I could no longer think straight, could feel the blood flowing to my push as if I was a hostage in the world's best ambush. I grasped for air, and heavenly came when I screamed Jan's name. Jan uncuffed me, lifted me up to my room, and laid me down in my bedroom, which was no longer haunted by the dead, but now filled with the scent of sex and fantasies. And once again, Jan started to tease. He lay above me, staring me in the eyes, as if he wanted to analyze. But we were long not ready, so I said, oh my goodness, you're Superman, please kiss me, Jan. He kissed me and started to suck my upper lip. Whilst he finally started to unzip, then once again he cuffed me, but now to my best arrows, and got rid of his clothes. I could no longer wait and wanted to put my mouth around his dick, and just before he comes, just give him this last lick. For Jan to then penetrate me deep and hard, which would probably cause me some pain, which I would willingly disregard. Then slowly worked his way up, whilst kissing every body part. His face past mine, and so I could slowly start. Laying handcuffs to my bed, he kissed my neck and chest. He's so muscular and soft and so much yummier than the rest. But now, moment supreme, creme de la creme. Jan started to say dirty words about his prince that's so hard and big that it's unheard. He slowly came up, and now his Björn Borg boxer was right in front of me, and so I struggled to get up on one knee. I started to kiss all around, leaving his big hard dick unfound. Then I put my teeth in the elastic cord and pulled down his boxer, and oh Lord, fuck. I suddenly feel sick as there seemed to come some awful smell from his dick. It gets worse. My eyes started to sting, which was strange because I didn't even found the fucking thing. The wind blew through the curtain and in came a sunbeam right on the tiniest dick I have ever seen. I wasn't sure if he was going to fuck me or write me a letter, but I guess the writing letters sounded better. As his dick was too tiny for his fully grown foreskin, which seemed to be covered with a layer of cheeses, it must have been hard to clean. I wanted to run and cry, but I was cuffed, so there I lie. So I opened my mouth as I would for my Marlboro stick, and with burning eyes, I started to lick. After 2 licks, he started to shake and curl, started to scream like a little girl. I felt more fluid coming in my mouth, and I gagged. I was so happy and down in the shack. He uncuffed me and turned around, and I started to weep. He unheld me firmly, probably assuming I fell asleep. Now I don't only have Ali, the dead burglar, haunting my room, but also the tiny, disgusting big girl. Thank you. It's a song. I love you.